motherfucking noise. Yeah, we in this bitch for another episode. You know what I'm saying? I am your host, TunDeeEeEee, a.k.a. TunGotJokes, a.k.a. Chocolate Papí, a.k.a. Chocolate Baba for all my Naija people, a.k.a. Mr. Fresh sometimes, but not all the time because then you expect too much, a.k.a. the Pinky Ring Player, a.k.a. him dunking the Hall of Famer because I did it my way. Now, of course, you know, I got my main man here with me, Mr. L.A., you know what I'm saying, the certified programmer here in Los Angeles. That's what he about now. I got my co-host here with me. Make some noise for T.Reg.
What up, what up, what up, what up?
My dog
Back
is here
for
in the
another
building.
one.
Back for another one, you already know. And we have a very special guest, the first female guest of the new season. And she is a jack of all trades. She is an ex-model, an actress, a comedian. She was a co-host on Fox Soul. She is a mother and just a multitude of other titles. And she's an H-Town representative.
Yes,
you know what I'm saying?
And she's a hater of the city. Represent.
Oh, he coming in
Yes.
spicy, talking about a hater of the city. Man,
Wow.
make some
Wow.
noise.
That's how we doing on Dussé and
fault,
Backwoods. That's how we doing.
My fault, my
Oh,
fault.
wow, this is going to be a
You
good
know,
show.
it would be for an LA nigga. It's
Yeah.
okay. I don't expect
Hey,
nothing but hate from an LA
She
nigga.
just backed up what I said.
It's okay.
Damn, we didn't even start. We didn't even 3 minutes
Listen,
into this.
everybody want to be from the South, but everybody can't be from the South, baby.
Man, let's make some noise for Chelcye Perry, man.
H-Town is in
H-Town's
the building.
on. Okay.
I'm here.
All right. That's how we coming. I like
Representing.
this. I like this. Okay.
Representing.
Welcome, Chelcye. Welcome.
Hi.
Welcome. It has been a long time coming.
It has been.
I wanted to get you on the show last season.
Yes.
But,
I
wasn't
was
able
busy.
to.
I was working.
Right, you got a lot of shit going on. That's cool. You know
I
what I'm saying?
mean, you know,
Booked and
God is
busy.
good.
God is good.
God
you know
is
what I'm saying?
good.
Booked and busy. You be hitting the stages, baby. You be, you know what I'm saying?
Listen.
But we're gonna get to that.
I'm just trying to grow and get better. That's
I feel
it.
that. I feel that. Well,
That's it.
welcome. First and foremost, let's start from just the beginning.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? You are originally from
Houston,
Texas.
Texas.
Okay.
Acres Home to be exact. Yes.
Where exactly in Houston?
That's the north side of Houston.
Northside. My
Yeah.
people from the SWAT.
Okay, that's
They
the
leave
south side.
Yeah. So Houston, I can't say Houston's like a second home, but it's like a very, very frequent location.
I ain't never heard this nigga say this ever in his life.
First of all,
This
I'm
is
just
crazy.
saying.
why the hate?
I'm
What-
just
what is
saying.
going on?
First of all,
I'm
nigga,
feeling it too.
my
It's a lot of hate.
sister, shout out to my sister, right? Sean Adigan, U of H alumni.
Yes,
know
you
what I'm saying?
did tell me that.
Come on, now
You
my
did
sister
tell
been
me.
down there for almost 20 years.
All right, I'm
So I would go to your hate. See,
You're
so
hate-
we
I'm
know
glad you
now,
admitted
exactly.
it.
Then
Hey,
let's make
that's
some
good.
noise for him being a hater. At least he knows it. At least he knows.
Make some
he's a
noise. I'm
hater.
just matching the energy that, you know,
Hey,
matching
okay,
energy.
cool.
Oh,
We
okay.
matching the
Ain't no hate in my blood.
Hey, ain't none in
we
my
don't do
blood
that.
either. But
Shout out to you though.
evidently-
You got the produced by T.Reg shirt on.
and that's what I'm saying.
Shout out
Come
to the
on,
homie.
it can't be hate.
Shout
nigga.
out to the homie.
You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
This
What's
actually
this?
the homies. Oh yeah, this my man's merch. You know what I'm saying?
Okay, dope.
Yeah, he got it.
Oh,
on his
that's
chest, yeah.
the scene from Paid in Full.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Okay.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? So go ahead, tap in with boy. You
Yeah.
feel me? That's what I'm saying,
That's what's
nigga.
up.
You know what I'm saying? Real niggas represent.
Show me you're not a
what I'm
hater.
saying?
You know, tap in. You feel me?
Oh, buy a shirt?
No, I'm just playing.
Black people face frown up when you say support the business.
Yeah, it's like,
Yeah, buy a
what?
shirt.
That shirt gonna be $50?
I just got here.
50? Okay, anyway. But anyway, okay. Houston, Texas, Northside. Honestly, you know, like I said, I have visited Houston frequently, you know what I'm saying, in my life. And I've never been to the Northside. So what was
If
that
you don't
like
know
growing up?
nobody over there, you don't need to go over there.
Oh, really?
I'm not saying that it's bad, but I'm just saying it's no need to go over there if you're
What's
not from
over there?
Niggas from the north side.
Niggas from the north side. And when she mean niggas from the north side, not the north side, the north side.
It's-
N-O-R-F.
No, it's
North.
N-A-W-F, but I don't say it as
That's
bad.
That is the
No.
It's the
country
Nawf.
shit.
It's the
Nawf.
Nawf.
No, it's not even, it's no O, it's an A, Nawf.
It's the Nawf.
North side. See, that's some real southern
I
shit
can't
right
wait
there.
to cut that one. Yeah, it's the
So,
Nawf.
okay. No, literally, tell us what it's like growing up in the South or just in Houston in general. What was that like for you?
You know what? I think I wouldn't appreciate it had I stayed there.
How so?
I think because I've lived so many different other cities. I lived in Virginia, I lived in Florida, I'm living in Los Angeles now. And because I have lived and experienced so many other different cities, I have such an appreciation for Houston now and for the South in general. I know we've been talking mad shit about LA in general, but I just feel like how you operate with people. There are solid LA people. I'm not even finna hold this man this whole time.
Of course,
There
no.
are
There's,
but
shout out to LA.
It's bullshit people everywhere, and it's great people everywhere. But
facts.
there is a vibe in the South in general when it comes to how you operate with people. Definitely when it comes to dating, and I'm not saying ain't bullshit niggas, but it's like I didn't know that men in general didn't know that a woman brings value to a man's life. It's really
wait a
grown
minute. Tell me,
people
tell me,
who
tell me, tell me,
don't
tell me.
understand that
What do
concept.
you mean they didn't know
They
that?
just don't know. That's just I don't feel like women here are valued in that way. A nigga in Houston, or let me not say a nigga, a man in Houston or in the South can be a player, can be all the things, but he still knows if I find a good one. Man, that's a
keep
good
her
one.
at home.
I'm gonna do all my dirt, but I'm gonna do.
You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Make sure I come
You
home.
can find a
Niggas
good one
everywhere
out
do
here.
that.
Exactly. That's
See what I'm
what
talking
I
about?
feel you, though.
See what I'm talking about? But you know, you live and you learn. I mean, I'm still here clearly, so
Right.
that means that I do like it. I mean, but I value my Southern upbringing.
Okay.
I will always be a Southern
So
girl
do you
to my
have
heart.
siblings?
No,
Are you the only child?
I am the only child.
You are the only child.
I'm not spoiled, and don't start it.
That makes sense.
Because what?
Because
Because based off
only
what?
child people are interesting.
Are you grouping?
I'm just going to
Are you grouping?
just say only child people are interested. You ain't only child, are you?
You know, I'm not
Exactly,
on
exactly. I'm not only child neither.
Are we generalizing?
Hey, I'm not generalized. I'm just saying. Well, you was
I'm
saying
about to
a lot of
say,
shit
you
about LA, right?
just
Exactly.
generalized.
You
I
was
cleared
dropping a
that
lot
up,
of
but I
shit
cleared that
about
up.
LA. You gonna have
And
to
I
stand
said
on that now.
that. I said
You know what I'm saying? You gonna have to
I said
stand
it's
on that
bullshit
now.
people
If we
everywhere.
gonna judge niggas, we judging everybody. You feel me?
I cleared it. I cleared
Hey,
it.
I know some real niggas, single children people.
So what is your idea of only children?
That means it was just you in the house.
Okay.
Exactly. So
No siblings.
You didn't have to share.
No, but I
nothing.
mean, as an adult, what have you come across that makes you feel a way about them?
It's not even that I feel away. It's just like, oh, okay, you breaking equipment. and shit.
Listen,
I'm just bullshit.
It was like that when I got here.
That's what niggas say. It was like that. I ain't touched nothing, bro. Anyway, I don't know. I feel like at times, single people who don't have siblings have a certain level of entitlement about a multitude of things. Not even just about their own shit. They assume that certain things should be given to them. And all this is very much, like I said, at times. And everybody's upbringing is different. Because some people come from upbringing where it's like, all right, well, you either have a lot of cousins or some shit, or you have a lot of support around you, or your parents is like, all right, we not finna coddle you just because you're the only one. If anything, we finna raise you to be a certain type of individual. And then there's the flip side. Oh, you get whatever the fuck you want. Christmas is lit. You know what I'm saying? You don't gotta share shit. You don't gotta clean up after nothing because somebody gonna clean up after you. All type of things
I've
like
seen
that.
it.
Exactly. So that's why I'm like, that spectrum, you know what I'm saying, sways a little bit. You know what I'm saying? But then you get to know the individual, especially as an adult, and it's like, okay, well.
You get to know the individual.
All right. Okay. All right. All right. I guess. Guess you gotta get to know niggas.
You gotta get to know people.
You
There
gotta
we
get to know
go.
niggas. Okay.
There
Well,
we go.
what? No, sincerely though, how was that like growing up for you as a single?
From like not one, but probably up until I was like 10, I wanted a sibling for sure because you're lonely. It's just you. It's just your parent. So then an adult playing with a child, it will only take you so far. And I had cousins and whatnot, but it's not the same as having an in-house person. Then once I hit like middle school and seeing all my friends like having to have to share stuff or they couldn't maybe go get a new dress for the dance because their older brother was graduating for prom and they couldn't get this thing. I was like, oh, I don't have them problems. Yeah, I like where I'm at. This is good.
So I have my own shit. Right.
And I've been good with it up until this past December. Past December, my mom got really, really sick. She was in the hospital for about 2 months. And I mean, that shit really took a toll on me. I think I lost like 15 pounds. I was going through it. I thought I was gonna lose my mother. And I didn't. I have childhood best friends to this day. Shout out to them. And they were there. But I didn't have an in-house person. I didn't have like a mom, like a sister or a brother to be like, hey, bro, you go to the hospital while I go home and get to see. I was at the hospital day in and day out. I never wanted to leave my mama by herself. My mom's not married. My mom's divorced, so it was just her. And so that took a lot on me. And in that moment, I was like, I wish I had a fucking sibling right now. And it
Feel that.
made me feel shitty because also I have a son and he's the only son. And I have said for forever, I'm one and done, baby.
See.
And now I feel
it's
like
selfish. Now we're being selfish now because
Not
you
even
don't want him to
selfish.
grow up like how you went.
I had a great upbringing.
sure
I
you
loved my
did.
childhood.
I'm sure you did.
I loved it.
I'm sure
loved
you did.
where I'm at now. But it's not until my mama got sick, I was like, oh, I don't ever want my son to go through nothing like that. I really don't. But I mean, that nigga's 14 now.
Hey.
Do we really want to restart the clock?
Hey, it's giving him responsibility of taking care of somebody younger than him, that look like him, that got the same blood and, you know what I'm saying, genes like him.
It'll be half, because it won't be with his daddy.
Oh,
so
well,
it won't be.
Just so if you see this.
It won't be with his daddy.
I need a button like that.
How childish.
I need a button like that.
Yeah.
But okay, well, that's cool then. So growing up then as an only child, how did that then allow you to make friends and come into your personality? And especially when you were somebody that, you know what I'm saying, I'm sure you talked to yourself as a kid. You had nobody else to fucking talk to. You had
Not
imaginary
talk to
friends.
yourself.
You had imaginary friends. Let's be
Definitely
clear.
never had imaginary friends. I had a ton of
All right, we ain't
stuffed
judging.
animals. I'm just saying, I mean, I talk to myself now as an adult.
Yeah, nigga.
I have to process
crazy?
emotions
I ain't gonna
and
lie.
shit.
If you don't talk to yourself as an adult, I think something wrong with you.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? Let's make some
You
noise
need
talking
to
to yourself. You know what I'm saying? All real niggas talk to themselves. If you don't, something wrong with you. You probably
That
talk to a therapist.
Angel
Ain't nothing wrong
devil
with
shit
that.
on your shoulder, that's a real thing.
Yeah,
Right, yeah.
that's an
You gotta-
internal conversation. You
Yeah,
need
You gotta have
that.
that conversation.
Yeah.
I agree. Go for it.
Yeah, no. I think because I was always a class clown, I really didn't have an issue with like having friends. And I'm a Cancer, so I don't need
Ooh,
a
you
lot
Cancer?
of friends. 2 or 3 is good for me.
Emotional.
Am I?
Emotional.
Or am I emotionally intelligent?
All right now.
I'm
if
just
that's
saying.
how you want to put the ribbon on top of the, you gonna clap for yourself.
See how they hating?
Well, you know what? You know what? I ain't gonna lie. No, shout out to Cancer women because y'all are already in tune with your femininity and your emotions. It's the Cancer men that be the hoe ass niggas at times. And me and you both know a Cancer nigga. So, yeah, you know what I'm saying?
Alright.
Exactly.
Y'all gonna let
nigga.
one man ruin it for the whole zodiac
this
sign?
one nigga ruined it for the whole sign. He
Wow.
ruined it for
I don't even know like what birthdays follow what sign, but I know who he talking about.
He know exactly who I'm talking about.
Wow.
Actually, no, because my nigga Eugene is a Cancer. Shout out to Gene. You know what I'm saying?
See what I'm saying? One
it is,
person. That's
but
just that
but I'm
man.
talking about what's it saying? One bad apple will
No.
ruin the bunch.
We generalizing.
We
We
generalizing that shit.
generalizing,
No, we
yes.
generalizing that shit. But hey, you know what I'm saying? It's not about how I feel about these.
It's
niggas.
not about that bitch ass
Exactly.
nigga.
It's not about that bitch ass nigga. But anyway.
Wow, not a
Yeah,
bitch
it's
ass nigga.
anyway, Queen. It's about you. Okay,
Okay.
we're talking about you as a Cancer.
Yes.
So in general, you said that you were kind of a class clown. Did you play any sports or anything?
I ran track.
You ran track. What did you run?
The 400.
Ooh.
I ran track though to just hang out after school.
This
I
nigga.
didn't give a
This
crap
nigga.
about doing sports. I actually was the captain of the speech and debate team. That's what I love to do.
Talk.
That's
You love to talk.
It's not even
and
talk.
talk shit.
It's but people don't realize speech and debate also has something called prose, and that's where you perform pieces from plays, and that's what I did.
Did
I
y'all
didn't
used to
do
like
the
battle schools and shit?
We
Yeah.
would go to different schools, battle
Yeah.
different schools. I went to the national competition that they had in D.C. That was my first time ever getting to go on a plane. You couldn't tell me that I wasn't going to Howard University
Fancy.
after that.
Okay,
Like,
okay.
I like to do what people don't expect me to do. So I think because from the time I was like 10, people were like, "Oh, you should play basketball. Oh, you're so tall. Oh, you that."
First of
shit
all,
wore
I
me
just gotta
out.
ask: are you even decent at basketball?
No,
It's
trash, bro, trash.
And you just stood on that. Like,
Yeah,
fuck it.
I don't give a
ain't-
damn. I got 99 other talents and gifts. Just because I'm tall doesn't mean I should put a ball through a hoop.
Volleyball.
No. Don't get me wrong. I'm not gonna let nobody hold me on the court. I'm not just gonna be out here willy-nilly taking L's.
It's like, listen, nigga.
That's what I'm not
If I
gonna
lace
do.
them up, though,
Yeah,
I can figure it out. What
I'll
you talking
figure
about?
it out.
Okay.
But no, have I played basketball here and there? Yes. Have I played volleyball? Yes. Do I enjoy playing sports? Sure. I was on the tennis team. I'm here for the
Okay.
individual
And
things.
So have you always been tall? Or you caught a
Yeah,
growth spurt?
girls are different. You
Yeah.
know, we hit it
Yeah,
early,
you
so
was probably
y'all
like 5'7"
always
in
been
fifth grade or
tall.
some shit.
I like that you had a number and a grade for that.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, because I remember being like fucking in 7th grade
And
as
being
hell.
short?
Yeah, and then all the girls is tall, and then eventually life happens.
And
thank
then what?
God, ended up being tough. Okay,
Oh.
first of all,
And then what?
first
Nigga, you
of
still
all-
short.
First of
I
all,
want to hit that button too. Damn.
First
why
of
you,
all-
why
You
you on the
Still
homie?
short.
fuck you from the heart, okay? That's from the
okay.
heart. It's
I'll
from the
take it.
soul, because that was so disrespectful. First of all, I'm
How?
taller than the average height of woman. You're just an outlier, miss. So
You're taller. You put in your group. Are you?
I'm
you putting
5'9".
yourself with women?
I'm 5. I need to be taller than the average height of woman. That's all that matters
You
to
need,
me.
but you're a man.
Exactly.
So-
So as long as I'm taller than the average height of woman, I don't give a fuck.
But
else
what
who's taller than me.
woman? By what European standards?
No, by the standard of human beings.
No.
If you Google the average height,
If you Google it, those are European women.
Google it. Average height.
Those are
50.
European
Google the
women.
average height of black women in America.
Oh, I promise you, it's not 5'9".
Dude, I didn't say it was 5'9". I said it was 5'5". Google it.
What?
Google it. We finna know. Wow,
Google Southern women, baby, because we big, thick
right.
5. Stop
What is it? What is it? What is it? The
It
average
ain't
height.
5'5". For what?
Wow. Well, Miss Amazonian.
Come out of here.
Just because
We can walk down right here on Hollywood
and you'll see
Boulevard
a
and
bunch
we're gonna
of
see.
fucking shrimps. A bunch of little motherfuckers looking up at you. They're not looking up at me. It's okay, Queen. We love you
5'4"
up there.
average.
We love you up there. How tall are you? 5'10"?
What do you think the average is?
I'm 5'9". For a woman or for a man?
For a woman.
Probably maybe like 5'6", 5'7".
That is so wrong. That
Yeah.
was so wrong.
I
What
don't
did you Google and find
Same
out?
shit. It was
Same
5'4".
shit, 5'4". I was even giving them an inch.
Again, these are based off European standards. I'm not.
We
That's
Googled
fine.
black women in America. What the
I don't care. Who run Google? No, let's not go down the conspiracy theory.
All
bro.
right, of course.
Let's not.
Because
I-
everybody's conspiracy, to get, you know what I'm saying,
I'm
conspiring
not.
against tall women. Anyway, moving on.
They are. That's why they hate
Anyway,
Megan.
anyway, I get it, sure.
Oh,
You know
y'all
what I'm
hating
saying?
out here
But
today.
you think about it though. So you telling me you wouldn't date a shorter king?
I have dated shorter men.
What the fuck are we talking about
But I
then?
need you to accept that you're a short man.
I never said it. First of all,
You
I'm
said
not a
I was
short
this.
man.
You're not?
No.
What are you?
I'm an average
Average
size
height
man.
man.
Oh.
See, she just, yo.
I mean, that is. He is.
What the fuck? Like, she just came in hot today.
No,
You know what
I'm
I'm saying?
really
She
trying to
came
get
in on-
clarity. I'm really trying to understand.
Hey,
I
you
feel like
learn something new
a short
today.
man
It doesn't
is like
matter
A short
what I
man is
know.
like
5'7" and under.
5'7", 5'6".
5'7".
And what are you?
5'9".
Okay.
Hey, well,
Yeah, I mean,
see,
you're considered-
well, 50, we not, you know what? We going on a whole, it's gonna be a bunch he like, hold on.
Okay.
Nigga said,
Hold on,
I
first
gotta
of all,
defend my
I
manhood.
gotta remember exactly.
Y'all
Hey.
don't though. I've dated men who were not my height.
And how did that go for you?
It went good.
It went great.
It's
right?
not. It's not an
Exactly.
issue.
You
My
got
thing-
what you needed.
Here's my minimum requirement and minimum basic is one that you be confident in general.
That part.
Number one. Number two,
'Cause
if
I
you
actually
can
like tall
pick
women.
me up and you not shaking and wobbly, because this nigga's that 6'1" that's weak as fuck. So I just don't want a weak man physically or mentally.
can see
So
that.
if he's physically and mentally strong, then okay, we can talk
We
about
can
something.
talk about it. And
Yeah.
then laying down, it's a difference too.
Okay, don't say that
Yeah,
shit.
it's realistically, you know what I'm saying? It's just how it is. But hey, it is what it is. This is a
Okay.
family show. Anyway,
It's not. Not Dussé and Backwoods.
Definitely not a family.
first of all, I said what I said. All right, moving on. God damn it, y'all are, you know what I'm saying? This is a family show, like I said. Anyway, Queen. So sports wasn't a thing, but you excelled in public speaking. So because you excelled in public speaking, and technically you was, you know what I'm saying? I don't like the term class clown. I like the center of attention. You were the center of attention, or at least you tried to be, at least. Because if you was clowning, you wanted people to have all eyes and ears on you at the end of the day. So I would rather correlate your need for public speaking and your need for entertaining as the center of attention. Because when people say clown, I just instantly think you was the goofy ass nigga who didn't know how to shut the fuck up in the back of the class.
Okay.
You get what I'm saying? So I'll give you way more respect than that.
I get your perspective. I hear it. That's unique. This is the only thing I disagree on is because when you say center of attention, to me that says intentional. And to me, I don't think when I was watching Martin, when the new episode came out and I went to school and redid all the things that Martin and Shanae did, it was me intentionally saying, yeah, I'm finna go in here. That shit was so funny. I wanna tell my homies about it. And that was it. And you telling me as the teacher to be quiet, bro, my work is done. I was one of those kids. The work is done. I had all A's, but I always had N's and U's in conduct. So my work's done. I'm finna tell these homies about the episode last night. It wasn't like, but no, not clown. No, I'm not just, but if I want to tell my people about the story, I'm gonna tell my people. It
But then
doesn't
the
matter
thing
to
is,
me.
how you know they ain't watching it on themselves? Why the fuck they gotta hear it
Oh,
from
we
you?
wasn't, cause
You know
I
what
need
I'm
to
saying?
reenact it for
That's
my
what I'm
people.
saying. You felt the need to go out of your way to make sure
Am
they
I going
knew.
out my way?
You are, nigga. You in class. Pay the fuck attention.
No,
That's what it's supposed to be.
I did the work.
Trust me, because I'm only saying that because that's what the scrutiny I got too. Because I was the same way, but I wasn't a person that was disruptive. Everybody was talking to me, type shit. And I was in the back, and no, I'm telling you, I swear to God, I would be in the back because I would got my work done. So I'd always sit in the back. You know what I'm saying?
That's where we sat.
And I, for some reason, no, it's not even for some. My mama was a fucking liar because
Oh my
I
God.
couldn't see, right? So I would get notes and shit from other people and shit, and then when I get the notes and I finish my shit, motherfuckers talking to me like, "Hey, Tune, you see me?" And then I'm like, "All right, whatever," and I'm saying certain shit, and niggas is snickering in the back, snickering. But I wasn't paying attention because I could never see, so I was always talking to people. Only reason why I thought that I had good vision is because my mother's, I think it's what, nearsighted, where she can see shit, or she can't see, she gotta go like this to read something. Me, I could read a fucking ant writing cursive up close. So
Okay,
every
so
time she would
that's-
want to read something,
know.
she would give it to me like, yo, read this for me. And I'd be like, yeah, mom, it say that the bill is due on the 17th. You know what I'm saying? Type shit. So they assumed that I could see well. That bitch was blurry as fuck in class. So that's why I ended up getting glasses. You know what I'm saying? So, but in that meantime, I was always talking to motherfuckers in the back and just like making them laugh on just regular shit. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So do you think that even just being in class and having that yearn for wanting to make people feel a certain way by whether entertaining them about what you know that they saw or didn't saw, or just talking to them in general, do you think that's something that kind of propelled you forward as entertainer?
Hell no.
Ooh.
Hell no.
When did that come to be?
You couldn't have told me. I think for me, yes, I've always wanted to be a performer. I knew that since maybe like first grade, second grade, 7, 8 years old.
Oh, that's nice.
But it was in the confines or the structure of plays.
So you
I've
were in
always
plays?
done plays.
Me too. Hey,
theater,
man,
things
space noise
like
from niggas
that.
doing plays. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? I was in kindergarten. I was Santa Claus in the first musical.
There we go.
Yeah.
I was the apple in first grade in our nutritional play, you know. But
Tall
I
ass
mean,
apple.
shut up.
Continue.
Boy,
That
niggas
apple
is
didn't fall from the tree at all. That motherfucker stayed on that bitch. You hear me? No, I'm just sorry. Just because you attacked my height.
Just-
That's all. I just had to throw one.
Petite
Just 'cause
niggas be mad.
Yeah, petite niggas is crazy.
Petite niggas be mad at
niggas
me.
is crazy.
Why are
Petite
y'all
niggas,
mad at me?
That was adorable.
Why? I
petite
love you
niggas.
too.
Hey,
Why?
I'm weak.
Why?
This. Welcome to Dussé and Backwoods.
You-
Take my
you
hand,
started
queen.
it. You
Take my
started it,
hand.
king.
I love that you here.
Okay.
Keep it going. So,
But
Bitch,
no,
the apple.
I honestly, I was thinking about this the other day, like why certain things are revealed at certain times in your life, you
that's
know?
true.
And sometimes I think it's just a matter of being ready, but never in my, never probably age 29 and down did I think that I could be a comedian. Performer, yes. And here's my thing, love people like David Letterman. Grew up watching In Living Color. That's what I wanted to do, but I did not understand at that time that that was comedy or that was coming from the world of stand-up comedy. I didn't know that. It was about playing a character and committing to that character and creating an emotion that would make people laugh, cry, think. I wanted to do what that was. And to me, I only saw one way to do that, and that was theater, that was performing, that was TV, that was movies. So I knew acting for sure was what I wanted to do. I never wavered on that. It wasn't until I got here and I was doing some plays.
Well, even
What?
before that, though, just before we get to
Oh, yeah.
that, actually entertainment, you were in the military.
Yes.
How did that transpire? from you being involved in all of these things in high school?
Flunking out of college.
All right. Very well. That happens. You know what I'm saying?
We
Happens to
could beat
everybody.
around the bush, but no, honestly, okay, so like I said, I went up to DC, won the speech and debate nationals, applied to Howard. They were like, you're good, but you're not quite good enough. So they gave me like a 30% scholarship. That wasn't enough. I didn't have money and my mama didn't have to send me. So I was like, okay, well, I'll stay here in Houston. Stayed in Texas, took a partial scholarship with track running.
Oh, so you was actually decent. Them motherfuckers
That's
move.
what I'm saying. I could do it.
All right now.
But I'm
shit.
not showing up. I'm not doing the thing,
you
so
was
I
a
end up
lazy
losing.
motherfucker.
Because
You
here's
coulda
my
been
thing.
something, queen.
No,
Well, you
don't do
something.
that. That
You are
part,
something.
I
You
am.
are something.
But when you're doing things that you're not passionate about, well, you niggas is mad disrespectful.
No, I'm sorry. You could have been an Olympian. Look at them legs, man.
So
You can
what?
move.
And been miserable. And been
My
miserable.
sister figured it out, so I understand.
Yeah,
There's a lot
that's
going
her.
on.
That's
That was
her
her journey.
path,
But
right?
I'm listening.
But no, I knew what I wanted. Some people
wasn't
know
to
from a
run.
very early age what they want. I knew what I wanted. I knew I didn't want to do that. And again, anytime somebody pigeonholes me or stereotypes me to do this one certain thing, I'm gonna rebel against that
something else.
immediately. I'm just gonna do whatever the opposite of that is, just for the sake of, and that has helped me and hurt me in life. I will admit that. But I ended up at TSU.
Oh,
Ended
TSU,
up
okay.
not doing what I was supposed to do, because going to TSU when you are from Houston is just like going to an extended high school.
That's like
Everybody.
going to, Cal State Northridge out here.
Oh, okay.
If you go to Cal State Northridge, that shit is basically like high
CSUN,
school.
right?
Yeah,
Yeah,
you see
yeah.
everybody
That's
that
why
you
you
went to
was like,
school
fuck this
with.
shit, right?
For real. When I went for
I
1
think I
year.
know all you niggas are here. Fuck y'all.
You can't focus
No,
because
I
you're
couldn't.
still in
Yeah,
the
I
city.
couldn't.
It doesn't work that way. So I wasn't focused. I ended up dropping out. I ended up getting my own apartment, becoming a manager at Office Depot, and really sitting on my bed like, there is gotta be more to life than this shit.
For sure.
This can't be it. So there used to be a recruiter that would walk around, Rashad, shout out to him, and I'd be like, I went to his office and I was like, yo, don't bullshit me, bro. I was like, I want to leave. I want to get out of Houston. I want to travel. Tell me how you can finish for me to pay for school and give me some dates. And I think maybe 50 days later, I was gone.
And what did you enlist in?
ABH, working on the flight deck.
No, is that the Army, Navy?
Oh, Navy.
Navy, okay.
Yeah, aviation.
Because I'm not too privy about all of the different, because my
same.
best friend's a Marine. So
Okay.
that was the only person that I actually knew that went to do some
Yeah,
real
they're on the
overseas
ground.
shit.
So
Yeah, them
Marines is
niggas
on the
out
ground,
here
Navy
blowing
is
shit
in
up,
the
killing niggas,
water,
right. Yeah, exactly.
Army is on the ground,
And then
Air
obvious
Force.
Air Force is,
Yeah.
the Air Force. Okay. So the Navy. Okay. Interesting. You know what? We're going to take a smoke break real quick, and then we're going to come right back. All right. So we're here for the smoke break. Now,
We want to know about when you met Antoine Fisher.
I don't even go there. That's fucking hilarious.
You stupid. That's a good one.
That's a good one.
I've
That
heard
was
a lot
that-
of shit throughout the years.
Yo, that was fucking funny.
That was good.
Hey, I'm
Yes,
from, I'm from
you're
LA.
in the military.
I'm LA, man. You know.
Stupid.
You're in the military.
Yeah.
You're in the Navy. Give us not even a wild story, but a story that made you say, you know what? This ain't the South, and these motherfuckers is weird.
Oh.
That story. Yeah, give me where it's like, all right, we ain't in, you know what I'm saying, Houston anymore. This is some weird shit going on. Because my homie is a Marine.
Yeah.
And he done told me some wild shit. Well, confidential, you know what I'm saying? Some shit he done kept to himself. He got PTSD. You know what I'm saying? So some shit he kept to himself.
Yeah.
But I remember literally this nigga told me one time he was deployed or whatever, and no bullshit, they were stationed in a hole, and at some point in time, while they were there for however many hours it was, it started raining. So these niggas were literally in a fucking hole to their head, to the top of their head, and like low key in a pond in that bitch, like having to stay there for
The
whatever
Marines.
reason. Yeah, they Marines. That's what I'm saying. Shout out to Marines. Some niggas is, you know what I'm saying? It's some real niggas, I guess. But so you being in the Navy,
Let me say this.
that's the water.
I wasn't for all that.
Really?
I mean, I did do 2 deployments. I have been to Afghanistan. I have seen things, but
Some
from a
shit.
distance. You know, we're in the water. We put the bombs on the plane. We send the planes off. They drop them on the people.
Okay.
And then the
First
plane
of all, you're
comes
not just
back.
gonna say we drop bombs on people.
I'm just
like,
saying, you
just
already know
casually.
that, though. You live in
Jesus.
America, you know what's going on. Warheads on foreheads.
Oh, wow.
That's the
God
saying.
damn. Yeah, the warheads on
That
foreheads.
is the saying. Listen, my stories just come from
God
like
damn.
boot camp.
Yeah, exactly. She know how to operate guns and shit, bombs. It's just like, what the fuck?
I know how
She
to
said, like,
operate guns because
everything.
I'm from Houston, Texas.
Oh, okay. So you been playing the
I
guns since you
don't-
was a
right,
kid.
but
Right.
From the north.
Hey, shake my hand, Queen. You know what I'm saying? I was playing with guns too, but I'm from Chicago. But anyway, it's not about me. It's
Right,
about you.
I don't need
Anyway,
that.
so give us a story then. Where was one time while you was in the Navy, you was just like, okay, this shit is weird, or that was weird as fuck, or this was, you know what I'm saying, something, whether it be in boot camp, whether it be something that was like, all right, man, I'm gonna have to mentally prepare myself, or you know what I'm saying, lock in, or I'm not in America no more, I'm not in Houston no more. I'm here and this is what I gotta do and this is how I gotta be. What was the scenario like that?
I'm gonna give you two because they're
Bet.
both like small.
Go
I
for
really
it.
don't.
Give me
I
two.
probably have to sit here a while to really think.
It's
of
okay. Give me with
crazy.
the first two
But
that
the
come to
first
your
one
head.
is when you get to boot camp, right? You get there. You don't have your stuff.
Mm-hmm.
They give you your clothes. They give you everything to wear. But the idea, and y'all finna wild out, but it's not what you think it
No,
is,
this
of
about to-
taking a shower with like 32 other girls. It's not what it is.
Sounds fun to me.
Well,
No.
it can sound fun if they attractive, but not all of them
Exactly.
that's going to the fucking
Even
Navy.
as a straight
It's
woman.
Ugh.
Nigga, because everybody ain't washing right. Everybody not.
So you in there washing yourself? Look like, is she just scrubbing her toes?
Listen.
She gonna lather up. She ain't using a washcloth.
They don't. That's
God
when you
damn.
learn. That's when you learn. Everybody don't use a
Use
washcloth.
It's like, damn,
I
she's gonna put the
learned-
whole bar in between her ass cheeks,
No,
huh?
I learned
Damn.
so much about
Some
white,
dirty
like how
motherfuckers.
white people now it's coming out that they don't take a bath every day. I've been knew that because we would be on deployment on the ship and they would
White
not
people
take
don't
a bath.
every day. What you mean? I
They
understand.
don't take a bath every day.
You don't be seeing that on the internet? People be talking about that on the internet?
Yes. Oh, this is news to
Baby,
you.
oh my God.
White people say, and I don't want to say all white people, but there is a large collective of Caucasian people who say that they don't need to shower every day, and that their
Anglo-Saxons.
doctor has even told them that it is unhealthy.
One more time. Unhealthy?
That's what they're saying.
Huh. I
So
was
that's
today,
what the
yeah.
Navy. I've known this for
Basically.
years, but I mean, even the shower situation was segregated. All the black girls was over here, and all the white girls was over here. But that was probably the
biggest culture shock.
oddest, weirdest thing. And then being asked about things. I'm a black girl who grew up around black people. When we're perming our hair, having people come and ask us like, "What are you doing? What is that? Why are you putting that on your hair?" And it's like, the fuck do you mean?
Right,
Like, but so you
yeah.
have to really process that you're with people
Just
who
of
never
other cultures.
experienced black
Completely,
people.
yeah, yeah.
And that was something that I think I experienced over and over again in the military, because even when you go to Japan and you go to these different countries where there are not a lot of black people and they're following
staring
you
at
down
you
the
like you
street,
a
yeah.
fucking-
They want to touch
yeah.
your skin. You can't get an attitude. You can't get mad.
Right.
You can't do any of that
nah,
shit.
well, no, I feel her. I feel you too, but I
Uh-huh.
feel it because it's like it's really crazy to think how basically what she just said. Like other walks of life literally have never experienced seeing somebody black daily. So that's like really that's like us seeing a dog talking or something.
That's
You know,
crazy.
we'll be like,
Yeah.
whoa,
What the fuck?
That's literally
Yeah.
how it is for people in the
Dog
mother
speak
country.
Spanish? Like, yeah, that'd
I
be
can
crazy.
imagine that being like a thing. And I would want to get mad, but at the same time, you have to.
Yeah, but I guess
understand
You have to understand.
I guess,
how
yeah.
they was raised. I guess
That does make sense. That is an experience because I personally I've never necessarily experienced that where I've been exposed to different races that I've just never seen before in a sense. Where it's like because Chicago's kind of like a melting
I was
pot.
about to
There's
say,
so many.
most major
But I
cities
think
is
that's
melting
Yeah.
us
pots.
though, as black people. Even like you said, the dog analogy, and I got it, but that's something wild and unnormal.
Right.
Black people are normal people.
sure, for
so
sure.
it's just like you not getting to experience it. It's just like, oh, okay.
But
then.
that's how
But we see others.
Us as being black, we are unnormal to a lot of people. You know, that's how they will look at us. To be honest, they will. That's hard to fathom, but that's a real thing.
That's real
is
shit.
hard
That's a real
Yeah,
thing.
That's real shit. That makes sense.
Don't get me in my Dr. Umar bag. Don't
Hey,
get
see,
me,
that's
Okay.
the thing. No, I ain't gonna lie.
No,
I ain't gonna
cheers.
lie.
get me going.
Yeah, no, not for this nigga.
Don't get me going.
No, cause
He know. Don't get me going.
That rabbit hole, you don't even want to fall down with this
I'm
nigga.
here for it.
Cause he
I'm
low
here
key
for it.
one Northside tried to press the home world or the homie about some black shit on the show. That's anything. This nigga is pro-black. Let's put it like that. This is
I'm
black
here
man.
for it.
sure.
Hey, I'm here for it too.
For
But
sure.
sometimes this nigga. But anyway, okay. So that's the one. Give me one more. What was the second thing?
We were in Bahrain.
Is it huh?
I
Where
want
the
to say
fuck is that at?
Bahrain or Dubai. It's one
Bahrain.
Bahrain or Dubai. It's a very beautiful place. This was before it was popular to go to these places. This is like
Bahrain.
2007, 2008, somewhere up in there. When you're in the military, when you're in the Navy, and you pull into a port. You pull into Africa, Japan, wherever you are, you have to go somewhere with someone. You're never allowed to leave by yourself.
I like that rule.
Yeah, for sure.
I mean,
like that.
yes
Yeah,
and no.
I need a
No,
fucking
because I'm
liaison,
a
you
loner.
feel me?
I don't need, I'm
I mean, I am
grown.
too, but
I'm
I
big
feel
grown.
you.
I'm 22, 23 years old. I don't need to go with
I feel
nobody.
you.
And what sucks is, it's just like, as even a kid, I'm cool with the older people. I'm cool with the chiefs. I'm cool. But when you leave with your Liberty buddy, they can only be one rank above you and one rank below you. So here I am, E4. I can't hang out with no chief. We can't be out and about nowhere. That's considered fraternization. We could go to court, which is like
Right,
captain's
right,
mast,
right.
and get in trouble. He could
And
lose
be,
his rank. I'll lose
dishonorable
my rank.
discharge type shit?
Exactly.
Yeah.
So it's like I don't
Wow,
like
okay.
childish rules. Again, before I even joined the military, I had my own place, own car, own everything. I feel
born
like
alone.
I've regressed.
Born alone, only child.
There you go.
exactly.
That I'm
So
very much.
I'm gonna
like,
do me regardless.
I'm
You
gonna
know what
do me
I'm saying?
regardless. So that's exactly
crazy.
what I did
Yeah,
when
right,
we were
yeah.
in Dubai. I left and I went to go shopping. There is no shopping
Nigga.
that compares to over there when it comes, especially to like luxury brands, Dior, Louis Vuitton, YSL,
what country?
all that.
Japan?
This is in Dubai.
Oh, Dubai.
Oh, Dubai.
So I'm out, I'm by myself, and I get a taxi cab. Cab driver says, oh, and here's the thing. No matter where you go, and this is all of them, they're excited to get that American dollar at this time. I think it's still that
07,
way,
yeah.
but for sure, you said you was gonna give them $20 American cash. Boom, they would have took you around the town all day, all night, good. So when we're getting back, he was like, "Oh, it's gonna be 50." I was like, "Nah,
again?
that's not what you told me." He was like, "No, that's what it's gonna be." So now we're arguing back and forth. I'm not realizing in this moment, women are less.
I was
here.
just about to say the fact that you went out by yourself in Dubai, my nigga.
I didn't.
Women can't
young,
even drive out there.
Can't.
So the fact that you think you finna argue with a nigga who's
Listen.
driving you?
Wait, let's hear this.
That shit is very
She's
fucking
wildin',
scary,
man.
though. No, even when you see the women and they're covered, and it's like a pack. Not to be disrespectful, but it is a jarring and it's a culture shock in that moment to see 7, 8 covered women, and I mean nothing but eyes. So I'm
hot
arguing
in
with this
Dubai.
nigga like, hey, bro, whatever. Like, you gonna get this dub, or you're not gonna get nothing at all. But again,
That Texas
this is,
came out of you real. That Houston came out real fast.
period. Just, I feel like he was
That
trying to play
being
me.
an American came out.
That's what it was in America.
A little
You gotta be
bit, a
fucked
Being
up.
little
American.
bit.
You gotta be
A li-
fucked up.
That's what it had me. So he pulled over. Now he pulled over. All I see is sand. No lights, no nothing. 3 other taxi cab drivers pull up. They're talking in their language. Now it's 3 grown men and my ass. In that moment,
Damn.
now it clicks. Oh, bitch, these niggas finna tie you up, fuck you, and
It's
rob your
gonna
ass.
be $50, madam. So you better stop fucking being cheap and dig deep in that motherfucking purse.
It wasn't nothing but the grace of God that one more pulled up. And he was like, how much are you trying to offer? And I was like, he told me 20, but now he asking me for 50. He was like, I'll take the 20. Nobody but God sent that man,
Damn.
and he took me back to the ship.
No, do the honors, King. Do the fucking honors. And she said,
I could have died.
She said,
I'm really over here like wanting to hear the end of that.
I want to hear that story
I'm
too.
like,
That's some shit
'Cause,
like
but
from,
the ending is,
you
I
made
made
it.
it.
You
You
made
made
it.
it.
You know what I'm saying? I'm
I was
top, baby
talking
girl.
big shit.
I know
really
you was.
I was.
Hey, and on that note, we're going to get back to the show.
Yeah.
Jesus Christ. And we're back. Okay. So we left off about you joining the Navy and the experiences that you was having out there. But, okay, you say that you actually had an idea necessarily about being in entertainment in general. So how did comedy come into play? Because you, like I said, you did some modeling. You are an actress. You were a co-host on Fox Soul with Mike Hill. Shout out to Mike Hill. What was the show called?
Donnie and Mike.
Donnie and Mike. Okay. How did that come to be?
My maybe second time ever doing comedy at the J Spot. Shout out to the
Shout
J
out to
Spot
the J Spot
in Inglewood.
Yes.
There was a young lady in the crowd who worked for Fox Soul. Shout out to Davita D. And she said, "Yo, you're super talented. I would like for you to be a guest on the show." And so she brought me, Charlie Wilson, Chris Sneed, and there was another young gentleman.
Chris Sneed. Shout out to Chris Sneed.
Shout out to the homies. I can't remember his name. My apologies. But we did the show. And then I got a call maybe like a month later, and they was like, "We would like for you to come back and host some episodes." So
go ahead and make some noise for that. You know what I'm saying? Look at God.
God is
just
good.
walking you in your purpose.
God
you know what I'm
is
saying? You're
good.
supposed to be
He
the face of
has.
something.
He has
For
definitely
sure.
walked me in this journey because I never saw it.
So okay, so that was how long did you do that?
The episodes lasted for maybe about a month, and then the pandemic happened.
The pandemic happened. Okay. So let's rewind them before we even get to that.
Okay.
Then you said it was your second time doing comedy.
I think it was maybe early on. I don't even think I had been in the game a year. I don't.
How long have you been doing stand-up?
Now 4 years.
4 years, really?
Yeah.
Hey,
Why?
I gotta clap for that because in 4 years of doing comedy, I, as a seasoned comic, I would have to say you are very impressive.
Thank you.
You are a natural. You were one of the people that I'm sure whatever you naturally had was all you had to do was put that in a package. And now that you have that, that's why the public speaking, that's why the talking in class, that's why all these things were never foreign to you, because innately you were meant to be a star. You know what I'm saying? That's so evidently how whatever the young lady was who found you seen that in you and they brought you back. And that's really real shit. That's why you on this show. I personally think you're hilarious. I think that you have a presentation and a story as just somebody that's a go-getter. Yeah. You do shows like a motherfucker out here. My nigga, hey, let's be very clear. You know what I'm saying? This is a black woman out here working. You hit me?
But
she
you know
hitting mics every fucking day.
This is what I love though about comedy to a degree, right? Unlike acting, because I think I opened myself up to comedy because I was frustrated with what was happening in my acting career. And I was like, I'm not creating, and that was bothering me because I can only audition. And then it's like, okay, well, you're only gonna get a role if you're SAG, but in order to get SAG, then you gotta get the role. And everything just felt like a catch-22. But with comedy, you can go out here and you can hit these mics and you can build the relationships and you can have the FaceTime. And it's like, I don't know if this is maybe because it's LA too. You know, I've traveled and done comedy in other cities now, but my starting place is Los Angeles.
You started doing comedy in Los Angeles?
I started here.
Okay.
I started here.
Right.
Started in the land, huh? That's what I'm talking about.
Okay.
Hey, let's make some noise.
Oh, yeah, let's make some noise. You can't talk shit about where you started at.
Let's make some
It's
noise.
not about where you start, it's where you finish. You know what I'm saying?
Bruh.
Oh, okay.
I was here.
Oh, the city inspired you.
Okay. Okay.
Real niggas in this city of Los Angeles, man.
You're doing too much. The city inspired me. But no.
Okay.
That I just opened myself. Actually, man, I told him this so I can tell you guys this too. I was diligent in going to church at this time. And Ron G, shout out to the homie Ron G,
dog, Ron
such
G.
an amazing talent.
Shout out to Ron G.
Came in and he did a show at the young adult ministry. And I was like,
clean,
this
too.
man is good. I was like, I want to do
comedy show?
this. Comedy show. I was like, I can do this. I sat there watching, I was like, I can do this. And not in an arrogant way, because people have a for sure mindset. They look at comedians and be like, oh, I can do that.
Oh, no, that's
no.
No, you can't.
That shit is
No, you
not what
can't.
you think it is.
No,
This
you
is
can't.
very, very hard.
Yeah, it's
It
very
is a
hard
science to this
this.
if you really
I'm
want to
telling
be
you.
good. So not in that arrogant way, but I was just like, okay. But
It's inspiring.
so I went up to him after and I was like, hey, I think you're really amazing. I would like to get into comedy and do this. And he was like, no problem. He was like, go to an open mic, Tell me when you're doing it, and then I'll come and then we'll go from there.
Yeah.
And I looked at this nigga like, nigga, what? No. I'm not finna get on stage
else
with
did you
no
think this
writing,
was
no.
gonna work?
Because for me, okay, again, you got to think theater background, script, breakdown, character setup. That's the world I come from. You would never just run up on stage and just get to talking. That concept blew my mind. And so for another 6 years, I didn't do it.
But in reality, that's but now because you on this side of it as a
Yeah.
professional, that's not the reality of comedy. It's not going up on stage and just talking shit. We all have shit written
Yeah,
down.
we know.
But
I
we
know
but
that
I'm saying
now. But that's
you
not
didn't
what
know
he
that-
wanted. He
yeah.
didn't say write something down. He said just go do an open mic.
I would never.
I
tell
didn't
nobody
know how
not
to
writing
write
down.
a joke. I didn't know how to structure a joke. I wanted to sit down and have somebody walk me through it and create, and that's what I wanted. But again, also I didn't know how to articulate that to him. It's not that I'm blaming him. I'm just sharing this story in terms of like how that spark
process,
happened
yeah.
then. But then, for like I said, another 6, 7 years went by. I did not do it.
Really?
Ambria Allen is the reason. Shout
Oh,
out
shout
to
out to
her. I
Ambria
will
Allen. She's a
always
comedian.
speak her name. Ambria, we met at the gym. I'm just talking shit. We
Hey.
getting cool and she tells me, Chelsea, you're hilarious. And I'm like, oh, okay, cool.
Thanks, right,
No,
yeah.
thanks, and let it go. And she said it again. And here's the thing. This is why you have to be genuine with people. I'm not knowing. Ambria, a writer on The Daily Show. Ambria is well connected. She knows a ton
And
of people.
Ambria's funny.
Very funny,
Funny as
very
fuck.
intelligent,
Very as
and
fuck.
gorgeous. And so I don't know. She's just the girl that comes to my gym. So she tells me, I was like, I finally say, and in a willingness to be vulnerable, I was like, Ambria, I've thought about doing comedy 1,000 times, bro, but I don't know how to write a joke. I don't know where to start. And she was like, I'm going to introduce you to someone. And she introduced me to David Arnold. Introduced me to David Arnold, and I've never had anybody pour into me like that. And for me now, comedy is not only fulfilling, and it was an untapped passion that I didn't even know that I had, but it was like in his honor for what he, because this shit takes a lot out of you. I don't think people understand that either, because
Speak on
good
it,
ones make it look so easy.
Speak on it, Queen.
I don't know how many times I have been in my car and have just cried and then hit the stage and had to put on, because that's the job.
Right.
But in his honor and in his memory, I will always give my very best to comedy.
R.I.P. to David Arnold.
R.I.P.
sure, for sure.
Very a miss, a legend, in
Legend,
his own
man.
right.
He would definitely be missed for sure.
But aligned. It just I've now I understand that when I met Ron, that wasn't the time. Maybe I wasn't ready. Maybe I needed another 6 years, 7 years. What I also understood though about comedy, at that time my son was maybe 6. Again, I'm out here by myself. I don't have any family. I don't trust people with my kid like that. One thing about this comedy, you got to be out.
Yep.
You have
got
to
to be
be out
outside.
at night, multiple nights, networking, meeting. That's when comedy shows happen. I don't have nobody. I can't leave my son at home by himself. My son's 14 now.
Shit, now you can.
Now I
'Cause when
can.
we grew up, if you could
Yeah.
reach the fucking door, don't open it for nobody.
Yeah.
Period. If you can reach the door, that means don't answer that motherfucker unless you hear my voice or see my keys opening the door.
Yeah.
I think I was 9. My brother was fucking 4. You know what I'm saying? Type shit. We had
Not
to figure it out.
responsibility though.
Oh, hell yeah. Oh, no, listen. I have African parents. They don't get no fuck.
Oh, okay, yeah, that's
They
right.
didn't get no
That's
fuck. My
different.
sister, literally, if my sister was 12, I was 9, my brother was 5 or 4, that was the hierarchy right
That's
there.
perfect.
Fucking, you feed them and make sure nobody come to the house.
Listen, I have a
And don't burn
solid
this bitch
LA
down.
circle now though. I
Okay,
know
that's
2 solid LA people, because you know, it's not many out here.
Right.
That's
Who
your
I
own-
trust.
We was cool for a
Who I
second.
trust
We was
with my
cool for a second.
son now. You know, it's 2. It's 2. I love them to pieces. It's 2.
Okay.
But
So,
yeah, you know, it all worked out.
Yeah, the grind, and I think it's just the journey that comes from actually finding your voice and finding your purpose
Yeah.
in life. And I think that's a real crucial asterisk in your story, because you have these different levels and you have these different understandings of, you know, accomplishments and trials and tribulations, being a single mother, going to the Navy, going to school but not finishing, or not necessarily finishing, but not
I didn't finish.
not finishing even still. But then again, at some point in time, the way that God works and the way that your purpose and your journey works, he will direct you to where you need to be. So out of all the places that you was in the world and all these things, you ended up in Los Angeles, and then you ended up on fucking television. Because Fox Soul was definitely a TV show.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And that, and that
And
was
paid
watched.
like a TV
and
show.
paid like a TV show. Let's talk about that. You know what I'm saying?
Paid like a
Noise. You know what I'm
TV
saying?
show.
She came out here getting bread. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Yeah, I had to do other things. But that's your story. You feel what I'm saying? But in its entirety, you realize that every part of your journey is sets you up for exactly where you need to be in life at that time.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like you said, it wasn't necessarily supposed to be at that time when you met Ron.
Yeah.
A couple of years later, you got, you know what I'm saying, the mojo that you needed and the encouragement that you needed. And shout out to Ambria too, because I want to, and that's another reason too, it's a multitude of reasons why I got you on the show. Another reason is because I want to shed light on more funny, and I emphasize on the funny Black female comedians. Because female comedians, one, y'all get the shortest end of the stick because a lot of y'all sometimes, you know what I'm saying? It just based off of how it comes across, there's certain things that seem that
Tread lightly.
Yeah, I want to hear it.
no, I'm just look,
No, I
she
wanna
said,
hear it.
No, trust me. Like I said, that's why I got you on the show because
Yeah.
I glorify the ones that actually are funny without the topics of like sex or different things, talking about different things that may seem demeaning, but they make it seem like it's funny. But to some niggas, I've been in so many crowds sometimes where it's like, all right, I think she's funny, or I think this is funny, but niggas is just, they're like, yeah, whatever, like, yeah, she talking about pussy, or she talking about this or whatever. But then you catch those brilliant ones, those very charismatic ones, those ones that have true personality where she's owning the room regardless of who's there or what she's talking about. You know what I'm saying? And those are the ones I want to shed more light on because I feel like there's so much scrutiny that comes from the ones that are even propelled out in, you know what I'm saying, the media, that people's like, yeah, she's not fucking funny. And I don't even need to say any names because I know people have their own preferences about who they think is funny and not.
Because comedy is art.
It is.
And it's
very subjective. There you go. It's very subjective.
Here's my thing. I agree with you too. I came in with that mindset deliberately telling myself that I wasn't going to talk about sex because I didn't. I've like I said, I've been tall, I have big lips. I've been sexualized for a very long time in my life. And probably to the point now where I really shy away from certain stuff because I just don't like that. It makes me feel uncomfortable. It makes me feel weird. I literally probably just within this last 5 years have gotten to the point where someone will compliment me and I just be like, thank you. And stop dismissing it or downplaying myself in some type of way because I just be chilling. Like, I'm not looking for attention. I don't never come somewhere trying to be the center of attention, man. If we vibe, and we laughing and we kicking it, then cool. But I'm not trying to do too much. My only thing with that is it's 1,000 men who talk about dick jokes, who have sex jokes, and it's like they shot up. If a woman does want to get on the stage and tell her pussy jokes then she should get that same something. But I also understand that the world doesn't work that way. And so that's what I want. My thing is, I'm working and I have some material that does talk on sex, but I feel like there's a smart way to do it.
And that's just that and me
there's
as
just
fellow
a way to
comedian, the only reason
do
why I'm
it.
even critiquing it is because I'm in the craft for real
Yeah,
as a
yeah,
professional.
yeah.
So I will never tell nobody what to, what to use as their material. Your material is your material, your craft is your craft. But I think there's a way to go about everything. Even in music and stuff, like a lot of these young niggas talk about drugs and all this shit the same thing. But for some reason, they don't do it like Future does it. They don't do it like, even though it's the same bullshit, but it's like it's a different type of bullshit that you're intaking.
Yeah.
So just because this woman talking about her pussy, this woman talking about her ass, this woman talking about having sex, it's like, okay, cool, y'all can do that, but how are you doing? It's not what you do, it's how you do it.
Yeah.
And the presentation of that. Because I feel like there's so many more intellectual ways to be able to present yourself in a way that is still humorous. There's 1,000 ways to skin a cat. You feel what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So I look at it like that too. But that's why I always try to uplift and glorify the ones
You
like,
do.
no,
You
listen.
you have been genuine and positive since I've known you for sure.
Thank you. I appreciate
sure.
that. Because I you know what I'm saying? I take value in knowing that there are individuals out there that have something to offer past their look
Yeah.
and the perception of them. You know what I'm saying?
If you want to be around, and I feel like in anything that you're doing, if you just solely resting on your looks, like that is not going to give you the longevity that you want. For me, I want longevity in what I'm doing. I want a body of work that I can stand behind. And so if I just rest on, oh, I'm cute. They make it cute every day.
Every day.
Every day.
Every
You can
cute
buy
and
cute.
cute every- right.
Every
They make
day.
it
You can get a
everything
whole
every
new
day.
face.
Right.
Shout out K.
literally.
Michelle.
Yeah. Oh, wow. See?
Her little evil live was comedy.
I love the new face. I love it. It's cute.
Yo, the new face is crazy.
It's cute.
Oh my goodness.
It looks amazing.
First of all, now my next question though to you is then,
Yes.
how do you feel comedy has embarked on your journey in life? Because there's been so many different titles that you have, but evidently comedian is the one that stuck the hardest. How do you feel that is what really propelled you forward in your career, where it's like, yeah, no, I'm a comedian, I've traveled because of this, I got paid for this, I done, you know what I'm saying, I done hit mics, I done, you know what I'm saying, a bunch of shit, I done made connections. How do you feel that was the title that ended up being, you know what I'm saying, what did it for you?
I think you spoke on it a minute ago. I've gone all around the bush, all around the world, just for God to put me exactly where He wanted me to be the whole time. And that's why I think we were talking about this maybe off camera, or maybe I said it earlier, because there are those moments and have been moments, and I try not to dwell in that, where I've been like, God, why didn't you make this click earlier for me? Why, when I met Ron, then I'd already be here, blah, 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 blah. But it's like, for me, again, when you're on stage, you've got to be comfortable within yourself. I watched my very first show maybe like a couple of months ago. Trash. And it's only trash. The content is there.
Content was clean.
But I'm running through the jokes. I'm talking so fast. And I still sometimes do that. But it's like, you
Take
need
your
to
time,
be comfortable in the silence, comfortable when it doesn't work, comfortable, like, all of those things come with time. Having a story to genuinely tell, which I do feel like I've always had that. Being solid in your perspective, even if it's unpopular.
That's
Like,
hey, yo.
that's what
a
you gotta
bar.
be.
That's
I don't
a-
want to talk about everything that everybody is talking about. Like,
Yeah.
Ambria is great with political comedy. I would love to do that, but that's not who I am. I don't be
Same-
sitting around,
same
I can't
shit.
do that.
I ain't gonna lie, like I literally stay in my lane, and I understand. And as a comic, like some people try to push the envelope, some people try, and at times it could be distasteful.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Or it feels
Especially-
forced.
Or it feels forced, and it's just like, man, you want people to laugh at this Donald Trump joke so bad, but it wasn't funny. You know what I'm saying? It's political, but it's not like, you know what I'm saying? That shit, like you just wanted to hear yourself have your opinion out loud.
There you
You
go.
know what I'm saying? And at times, that's not how the shit work in comedy, because the funny is the first thing we go for. The first thing we go for. It has to be.
It has to be.
And if you're not funny, you up there giving a fucking speech. You know what I'm saying? Dead ass. Like I've seen that shit.
You're not
times.
connecting.
Yeah. So I think that's very. What do you think has been the most challenging thing about you doing stand-up comedy as a woman?
Two things. Oh, okay. You said as a woman.
As a woman specifically.
As Chelcye, two things have been hard. Getting out of my own way in terms of like material. In terms of, like I said, I do take pride in my appearance and what I look like, but when I hit the stage, I spend time on this material and craft. I don't want to hear after I'm done, damn, you look good. And getting over that shit. And I even went into this place where I would wear baggier clothes because then I felt like, oh, well, people will hear me
Pay
or me and
attention to what
listen.
I'm saying,
They're
right,
not.
yeah.
They're not. And that's not my issue. Come out here, be me, and who gonna get it, and the rest, oh well.
That's real.
I think everything to a degree, you said biggest hurdle, that too, just not trying to change myself, but also be true to myself at the same time. Being diligent and patient and understanding that when this is something that you don't even realize people have been doing 10, 15, 20 years. And so oftentimes I don't tell people that, oh, it's only been 4 years. Because then if you're not solid in yourself, you're going to feel away.
Right. Yeah.
How did you get this? Why you on this show? Who?
Right.
Not knowing, oh, I have a background. I didn't just hop out here. I'm not disrespecting the craft. but just being solid in that, but not downplaying my gifts and my talents in that way. I really don't have a problem. I know a lot of women speak on men and male comedians being weirdos, and I've met my share of weirdos, but I feel like that's one thing the military prepared me for. Military is male down. I've been in male dominated situations my entire life. Growing up in the hood, sports, even with speech and debate, that was male dominated by white males.
That part.
Then the military. So it's really nothing that you could say that honestly would offend me, because one, I'd have to care. And I think even with that could be just a tip for women in general. Like, who cares?
You know, it's very interesting too about that, even in your perspective, because it's like, what's your story entails to me and to other viewers would be like, everything you go through sets you up for what you're about to be involved in.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So it fine tunes your talents. It makes you stronger. It makes you more aware of yourself and the environment that you're in and the people that you're around. And I feel that like certain individuals tend to want to skip past that. You know what I'm saying? Or they don't necessarily realize that journey and that those trials and tribulations allows you to be able to have the confidence and or the understanding about what it is your purpose is.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? So with all of those things that happen and it transpires, like at this point now, you don't give a fuck. You know you're funny. You're not worried about niggas. If you're going to wear something tight, you're going to wear it tight. You're going to, you know what I'm saying, enjoy yourself. You're going to look good. Like all of these different things, because it's like, all right, now I really know me. And not only do I know me, I found my voice.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And that's really why, like I said, another one of the reasons why I brought you on the show, because I wanted to showcase that to other females that want to be in entertainment, want to be in comedy, to see that the journey is very similar. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And everybody has that. Not even just from females, like everybody.
Yeah,
has to
not
find
just
it,
for
you know what I'm
females, for
saying?
anybody.
Anybody,
Anybody, because everybody's gonna be different. Listen, don't get me wrong. I'll wear what I like. There are female comedians to this day, baby. They're gonna do a tube top. They're gonna do a mini skirt. And I'm like, wow, I couldn't. But shout out to you, you know. And my thing is, why shouldn't she be able to if that's what she
You know
wants
what I'm saying?
to
Titties
do?
is out, them titty, and let them, you know what I'm saying, do their thing. You feel me? God
But
bless.
you gotta know what comes with that. Like, I feel like sometimes we as women, we do stuff and then we get appalled when certain shit
Oh
happens.
my God.
I'm like, girl.
He's all up on me. But you got on lace panties on stage. What are you talking about? You know what I'm saying?
A
Like,
woman, listen, I get distracted too. If your titties is out, I'm looking at the titties. I'm
Team titties.
human. We're humans.
I'm clapping for titties on my own.
We're humans.
God
You
bless you.
stupid. You stupid.
Well, oh man, see, and that's what I love about this show. See, the organic conversation, get
Yes.
time. You know what I'm saying? We be getting through shit. You feel me? But Chelcye, like we're gonna do 1 billion episodes of this goddamn podcast because everybody needs a
Gotta
part
come
2.
back.
Everybody
Yes.
got to come back. You know what I'm saying? Because
I'd
we
love
definitely
to.
want to know.
We got the dedicated season to the comeback.
Yeah, literally, we gonna have.
That's smart.
Yeah, we gonna literally.
Look
just
at you
bring
coming up with
everybody back.
things.
Hey, that's
LA
why you
shit.
on the show.
Yeah, LA shit.
Ah, that's the best thing. Right at the end.
Yeah.
Okay, good
Hey,
job.
listen,
Okay,
that's my
thank
nigga
you.
on the show for a reason, man. You know what I'm saying? This is a very, very valuable team member. You
I
feel
love
me?
it.
So-
Black men working together.
Oh yeah, for sure.
I love
for
it.
Sure, for sure, man.
I love
it. So yes, Chelcye. We definitely have to get you to come back for a part 2 because definitely want to embark on the understanding of being a part of this journey while being a mother. You know what I'm
Oh,
saying?
yeah.
We didn't even get to, you know what I'm saying, scratch that surface at all. We talked about your son, you know what I'm saying, a wonderful young man who stole your entire face.
Oh, my
I wish I had a picture of him to show y'all, like we were showing with
with the homie.
with the homie. You want to talk about, you can't, man, whole face, but
I
God bless
can't.
that young king. So we got to talk about that. We got to talk about, you know what I'm saying, the things that you have coming forward, because it's a lot of things. You have a lot of things going on just in general. You know what I'm saying? You have a lot of momentum. You've been doing shows all over California, and I just got to tip my hat to you for that.
Thank you.
So I just got to shake your hand, Queen. You know what I'm saying?
Thank
Letting you know that
you.
Dussé and Backwoods and us here,
Thank
we acknowledge you
you.
for all your hard work and all of the dedication that
Oh,
you're putting
okay.
in. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Yeah, y'all. Yeah, you know, just make some noise for that. You know what I'm saying? You know, bridging that gap, you know, so.
I'm messing with you. You
Yeah,
all right.
Okay.
that LA connection is in here.
It's in here.
It's
No,
in here. It's
it's
all
all
love.
love.
It's all
It's all
love.
love.
So, yeah, we definitely got to get you to come back. You know what I'm saying? And talk some more shit with us. This has been fun and funny and definitely insightful too. We learned some shit. You know what I'm saying?
Thank you.
Definitely a lot of shit. But I would like you to let people know where they can follow you at. Your
Yes.
social media handle. And we're definitely going to have you back for another episode. But go ahead, let people know where they
Before
can follow
I share my information real quick, thank you
ma'am.
both for having me. This
you-
was a lot of fun. I
Man.
didn't know exactly what to expect, but I had a lot of fun. I appreciate you being, like you said, you are a comedian and you do meet a lot of weirdos. And so when you meet a solid one, you're very, very grateful for that. So thank you both for having me here.
Most
Everybody,
def.
your whole entire team has been super professional and warm, and I appreciate that.
course,
I
of
would
course.
ask the people and those tuning in to please follow me on social media. It's one Chelcye, one CHELCYE on Instagram, Chelcye Perry on Facebook, Chelcye on Twitter /X /
TikTok?
whatever it is. I do have TikTok, but I'm not
Yeah,
even
yeah,
gonna send the people
yeah,
there.
you know,
Listen.
Motherfucker got like 2 posts. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
I'm on
TikTok,
there. It's
a spectrum.
content
Like, it's either
there.
you own that motherfucker or
Or
you
not.
just like, you
It's a
not. You know what I'm
lot.
saying?
It's a
'Cause
lot.
you know, bro. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
it's-
Okay. Yeah.
That's again another part of the comedy game that's hard. That
gotta
I
play
know we need to be maximizing,
Yeah,
but
you
I'm
gotta
just
play
like,
it.
bro. Ugh.
Ugh. Ick of that shit.
But I did start. Oh, follow me also though. I did start my YouTube platform
Nice,
up,
nice.
so I'm going to be dropping some more content, skits, and things on there. So that's Chelcye Perry on YouTube. I'm going. When is this going to drop?
This will be dropping in a few weeks.
In a few weeks. Okay, I've already have done that. I'm gonna have some shows in Houston coming up in June,
Oh,
so look out for that. But other than that, thank you guys again,
Of course,
both for
H-Town
having me. I
representative, you know what I'm
appreciate it.
saying? Chelcye Perry. And of course, you know, my main man T.Reg. Gotta let them know where they can follow you at, big dog.
Instagram T_REG T_REG. Twitter TDOTREG. And that will do it for your boy.
Yeah, T-Reg no TikTok over here. You know
I
what
got
I'm
a
saying?
TikTok, but I gotta
Fuck
get
it.
same with her. I gotta get more active. I got some
fuck
posts,
it.
but I gotta get more active.
Exactly. You know what I'm saying? Everybody gotta get up on that. Well, y'all know I am the host, Tunde, aka TunGotJokes, and you can follow me on all of my social media platforms at TunGotJokes. That's TUNGOTJOKES. And that has been this edition of Dussé and Backwoods. If you think our show was dope, if you think our show was dumb, we don't get no fuck because we did it the dab way. Let's make some noise for Dussé and Backwoods, and we gonna catch y'all next time. And like that, we are out.
Police.